Hey guys, let's get into Blue Lock Chapter 299. With Spain's victory, the last place is confirmed. The future of Nagi and Rayo is separated. We see the only panel in the series where Barca actually celebrates. Let's go to panel 2. Nana say, I survived? Yeah, yeah. All of the survivors are celebrating. Panel 3 is Tokimitsu crying. Now, I didn't actually expect this for this chapter. There are a lot of people crying, including Igarashi on panel 4. Igarashi actually tied with Aomori's Messi at 36th place with a 3 million yen bid, which is funny. I didn't actually think that the Blue Lockers who didn't make it would cry. I thought Blue Tears was gonna be only for Nagi, but this is a pleasant surprise, showing that they too are kids. Well, we see Ego talking to the Blue Lockers, and he says, "This concludes the final salary auction announcement. Those who didn't make it to the top 23 are no longer needed in Blue Lock. So lock off." And we get shown the loser's gate. Now, this is a bit harsh. We get a cold panel from Ego, like doesn't have 100 of those already. Tokimitsu on his knees, uh, and I knew this was gonna happen, but Isagi says, Wait, Ego-san, why Nagi didn't make it?" Ego says, "He couldn't contribute to the match. He had some shiny moments, but the disparity between good and bad was too big. A player of this quality gets a relative salary." Now, the offer is trying to explain to us why Nagi got locked off, saying that it's a relative salary, but the offer doesn't really need to do this. The next thing we see is actually so funny. Uh, Ego says that's all, Isagi, but Nagi's talent. Rio says, "Please redo it. That's weird. There's no way. This isn't right." First off, nothing's weird, Rio, and uh, Isagi has a dialogue saying Rio dot dot dot. Uh, Boy, love is real. Why are you saying that? Uh, No, here's Rio's argument. His talent is recognized in the world. He's not always at his best, but there's a miracle plays that only Nagi can do. He's certainly a genius. And uh, Eagle here proceeds to cook Rio. Uh, Shut your mouth. This isn't daycare, you peace-seeking idiot. I said it in the beginning. This is a laboratory to make the world's best. And what did you just say? He's a genius? Seishiro Nagi's talent has already withered. Rio saying, what? Dot, 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 question mark. We see maybe the coldest panel of Ego in the entire series. And Ego about to teach Rio a lesson. Ego starts his rant and says, talent isn't about believing in one's abilities, it's about proving one's abilities that comes before it. That's why talent is changing, affected by the environment and friends, rivals, goals, and feelings. Mm, Sometimes it leads to results beyond talent. Seishiro Nagi's fluke volley in the third match was just that. He's referring to, obviously, the game against BM. In the moment, he unexpectedly proved he's more than his talent. After a bit more yapping, uh, he says, but the biggest crime was with this goal. Here first to the five shot goal, saying he exceeded his talent level. Similar things to what he was saying right after the goal. Ego then states once more, Seishiro Nagi fulfilled his dream of winning against Isagi Yoichi. We get more glaze for Isagi, but that this is the truth. By the way, Ego is saying this on the TV to everyone in Blue Lock, everyone in the world, and on the TV screen is also Rio. But that was later. Ego continues. You know what's the biggest reason a talent withers away? Loss of hope, despair, fear? No, it's satisfaction. In truth, he didn't have the strength to win Yuichi Isagi. That's why he used Ryo as a glitch. He won by a fluke. With desires fed, a beast with a full stomach forgets how to hunt. This fire won't come back. The choice to team up killed Nagi Seishiro's talent, but by then it had already withered. Withered. You're hoping that this talent they can never bloom again would flourish and keep watering it. Mikage Reo. Unexpectedly, we actually see tears from Reo before tears from Nagi, and I thought Eagle was gonna cook uh, Rio before, but after reading this, he's about to cook him even more. That statement that it'll never bloom, I do feel Nagi will prove Ego Ram wrong, but this is still copium from me because I am a big Nagi fan. Let's see what else happens. Ego. In the end, all you ever did was talk about being the best, but the only fire you ever found was beating Isagi. Wasn't it, Nagi Seishiro? Rio says, Stop. Stop. You were satisfied, weren't you? That's why you became afraid of losing everything around you now. Rio says, please stop, Daddy Ego. Ego says, Shut up. This is Blue Lock. Only crazy dreamers who won't stop until they reach the world's top belong here. If you're a sensible man, satisfied with anything below that, go home, Seishiro Nagi. We need to talk about this ego hate. I don't know why ego hates Nagi so much. I mean, it's true, it's real, but this is too much, bro. We still haven't seen Nagi's face in all these panels. His hair is covering his eyes. What a chapter. In the final panel of the chapter, we finally see Nagi's eyes, and Nagi speaks to Reo. Nagi says, "Hey Reo, I dot dot dot." The final blurb of the chapter states, "Our dream left incomplete," and in the middle of it all, Nagi speaks to Reo. Now I want to throw a few predictions for chapter 300. I believe there will be a parallel. We all know what Isagi said in chapter 1. He said, I wanted to win while crying on the bike. I feel like Nagi will have that same type of moment of realization. Isagi then, unknowingly, then he realized his ego. I believe this is such a good parallel, and Nagi will. Isagi said something to himself, which he wanted to prove to the world. I think Nagi will say something to Reo, which he wants to prove to himself. Hey, Nagi isn't over, man. That's it for today's video, guys. I will start posting more consistently. I don't even know if any of you remember me, but yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.